Hello.
Hello, welcome in, everybody. Welcome to the Days
Hello,
Vacation
Debbie.
Oasis, where we relax and we imagine our vacations.
Yes.
And of course, I, as a travel agent, I can help make those vacations happen, which we will talk about. And you do not see a Starbucks, just to let you all know, because it's been closed.
When you are on vacation, you can look at your
And don't anybody listen to that guy. Don't listen to
the.
Don't listen to that guy on the right.
Hi.
Or in the bottom.
Richard, what's up?
Hi. Hi. How are you?
Doing good.
Good. How's that?
We're not on the screen. Magically, Richard is magically on the screen. Me and Mike have been here.
Live from Chicago Midway Airport.
Yes.
Yes, live from Chicago. So how's the weather there, and how is?
It's okay. Yeah, it wasn't bad. It's about 90. It's a little warm.
Hey, Richard.
Nathan, welcome in, buddy. Hello.
In Disney later on this week, it's going to be 98 degrees.
Oh, I can't wait for the hot weather.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know. You just make sure you drink a lot of water, Richard, because I've been outside. I do grounds for my high school, and
yes,
trust me, I've been working out in the sun. You make sure you definitely drink plenty of water.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you now.
Hello, Claire, welcome in.
The sun has been brutal, and we're getting ready.
I did not do anything
for graduation.
This is an old cup.
Weirdly, I am very non-prone to dehydration, so I don't really get overheated that much, even without drinking water.
Just
it helps.
Be careful because you never know.
That's interesting.
Yes. I let my sister drink all the water because she gets it like every 5 minutes.
I get the point. Mm-hmm. Oh, by the way, Richard, when I see you, I looked it up. There is a Starbucks at the mall, so we are set.
Yes, is it close? Do you know if it's? We don't know what the map looks like, though. I didn't see a map. Did you see a map?
Nope, no map.
Nope. Good luck.
I know. We will figure it out.
I was telling him though, Richard, and I think I kind of was telling you, I just to give you an update. When I was talking to you, I was talking to you yesterday about the website.
Good to see you.
It's a no-go because my hosting agency, they turned off the system that they were using through one of the suppliers. So now I can't get it because the hosting agency isn't using it anymore. So
okay.
So now I'm back to square one, looking for somebody that can design, build, and maintain.
Jason Thibodeau, welcome in.
Jason Thibodeau, welcome in.
Hey,
Dean, welcome in.
Nick
and
of course,
hello to our good friend Debbie.
Nick and Claire's
always
here.
Good to see Mama D in here.
Yes.
And Nick and Claire, welcome in, guys.
How's the weather over there, you two?
Welcome in, everyone.
I'm really curious. How's the weather?
And as you look at it, me and Mike are on pretend vacation. Richard is actually on vacation.
Well,
I'm on vacation officially.
This comes into my question, Dave. Now, usually when people go on, with their vacations, but sometimes they actually do fall in love with the place. So, how do you make the decision when you are on vacation to move to that place?
What? Okay, I didn't catch all that. Do that again?
Okay. So, for example, say I was going with Orlando, and I absolutely fell in love with the place. And I mean, like, literally fell in love with the place. I love the vibe, the weather, everything.
I think I know where this is going, but go ahead. Finish.
Although sometimes people move to that location. So So, how do you know if that vacation location can turn into a permanent location?
It could.
It could.
Yeah.
It could. It's always a possibility. And that's
Mhm.
when then I would tell you, you know what? If you want to make it permanent there, you need to go talk to a realtor. That's out of my
Yeah.
line of jurisdiction.
Yeah.
Mhm.
A travel agent can't help you with that.
I know, but what I'm saying is, although I mean,
And it
sometimes
does happen. I mean, think
Yeah.
about
we know a couple
all
people
of
in the
our
community.
favorite people in the Disney community.
Yes,
How
they
many
moved
look
down there.
at the Disney Bakers. Look
Yes.
at Walt and Melissa. They
Yeah.
all lived up in Maryland.
Look at
They've all moved down there.
Mm-hmm.
So
Richard,
and they love
I
It'll
mean,
be it'll be
come
happening
back and
soon.
forth. So
It's not this trip. I hoped it was. I had it planned out, so it was, and
right?
many issues.
Mm.
And some people have to keep going back and forth until they
Right,
can work
right.
on the
That's true.
logistics of
Yeah.
finally moving down
That's
there.
very
Because
true.
some people, and I don't know where Richard is at his point on wanting to move to Florida. Wanting to, but at
Yeah.
some point you may, Richard. You never
Some
know.
things take over
But
priority over
I do
trying
know
to
someone
move.
in the other community that is working on it. They want to move down there, but it's going to be a while. That
Right.
comes from the Midwest states,
Mm-hmm.
and he's.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
But I
I
was
just want to be warmer all the time. I just want to be warmer all the time.
Yes. But you do have to watch out for a little thing called hurricanes. That's the only thing.
Yeah,
And the
well,
rain.
you know what though? It does get cold down here too. Don't
It
underestimate.
Believe me.
It can get really chilly down here.
It can get really chilly.
I'm gonna tell you this. And after a
I've
time,
seen it
when
chilly
you've been
there
down here as long as I have,
Mhm.
your blood
I've seen
does
it chilly
thin out
down there
and you
before,
can get a
but
little
we get used to chilly up here.
Oh yeah.
Because it happens every single year for us.
Yeah,
it
but I
doesn't.
mean,
It
you're
does
talking
not
chilly.
for
I
you.
want you guys to think about it. And this is cold. I mean, it would probably be normal temps for most places.
Mhm.
But think about 1986,
Yeah.
January,
Oh
when
yeah.
it dropped to the mid-20s,
Mm-hmm.
and the next morning they tried to launch a space shuttle, and it ended up in pieces
Oh
all
my.
over the Atlantic. And it's because of an O-ring that expanded and then
Yeah, I
contracted
know the one
and
you mean.
released
Yes,
the
I know
thing.
the one you mean.
And I know because I was homesick and I watched it on television, and
Mhm.
my stomach cannot believe it.
Yeah.
Neither can anybody else.
So
Still a shocking
respectively,
day.
that would be for some of us that have come from the cold.
Right.
That would be normal tempers for.
Right.
Well, let me put it this way: if I still lived in Michigan, that would be normal temps for most. That would be the normal average
absolutely.
temps for the days during the winter months.
Right.
With exceptions going up and down
Right.
depending on whether we got snowstorms coming through and that.
Mhm.
For Florida, that is really cold.
Dave, do you guys ever get snow?
Where?
Florida.
Yeah, it has.
Really?
But it doesn't
I
say
never
because
even knew
here's
that.
the thing: we have gotten snow flurries.
It
We
has
have
in
gotten
Seattle
snow
too,
flurries.
but not much.
But
New Jersey, it snows, but it all depends on
yeah,
which
but
way.
it's unusual. It's unusual for Florida. But we have
Very.
gotten snow flurries, and then but you want to talk about a bunch of crazy drivers that panic because it's snowing.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you
It's the
something.
funniest thing you
People
ever seen
drive
in
crazy
history.
in snow. I've seen like a bunch of that. I mean,
No, I'm talking.
It's chaos over here. Whenever it snows, it's like once every 5 years, and it's hands and feet on who drives, because it once people notice there's like a flurry on the ground, they stop their cars, they call for an Uber, and they leave the cars in the middle of the highway parked.
That is the most dumbest thing I've ever heard.
I'm not talking about parking on the side of the road.
I know what you mean.
They're parked in the middle of the highway.
That's stupid.
It is. especially
even
when it's
here.
in places that
Okay.
normally don't
Okay,
get
here.
snow.
It's
In New
not a very
Jersey.
good spot to park.
And unfortunately,
Okay. So, for New Jersey. Okay. When I went down there, now me, I was thinking, okay, fine, whatever. I could not believe how cold it was in the mornings. And I'm like, and I am used to cold weather here.
now imagine if they
And it was
got
totally
snow
different
floors.
down there. I couldn't believe
Now
it.
imagine how crazy it would get if they got snow floors, Mike. That's how crazy it can get.
I'd love it.
Yeah.
I'd be like, put on my spirit jersey and shorts and I'm good. Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't be
I
loving
don't know
if
if
you were in traffic.
I don't know,
People would
Mike,
be
if
nuts.
you would be. I don't know. I don't think Mike would be very good in a snow resort.
Snow and me do not get along. Let's put it that way. Snow and me
Okay.
do not
I
get
wouldn't
along.
mind dry skiing.
Okay.
I
Okay.
actually wanna go
Here's
to-
a new
serious.
option.
I will admit this for the first time. I actually
Mm-hmm.
want to go do a snow resort because I would love to snow ski.
I've snowboarded and skied before in Seattle area.
You know what's funny? Speaking of that, okay. I can still remember one
Hey,
time.
do it like
It
Snowball
depends
Express.
on what you count as vacation. Some people love the cold.
True.
Hey, well, think
Very
about it
true.
this
They
way.
love
the
that
Poconos.
cold.
We got the Poconos. We've got, a whole bunch of mountains over in the Pennsylvania. You got the Rockies.
Well, there's
Yep.
there's
We've
a
got
bunch of
big
beautiful
skiing
snow.
areas.
We got beautiful snow ski areas up in Michigan.
Yeah.
There's Arizona, Colorado. They've got some
Right.
beautiful.
Lake
They got some
Tahoe.
beautiful ski resorts.
Lake Tahoe.
Seattle does. It has part of those Rockies right there.
Right.
That's in the middle of Washington.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what would be funny?
What's that?
Have you guys ever seen the Disney movie Snowball Express
Yes.
with Dean Jones,
Dean
Terry
Jones.
Morgan?
Yep.
Mike would be like Dean Jones going on the skis, and he knocked down all the skis and
I
then
wouldn't
fall
be able
in
to
the
go on
street.
skis anyway. Forget it. No, thank you.
Dave.
No, thank you. I pass.
Dave, he has a big shoe to try to walk with. He
I
can't wear
can't even
snow
do
skis.
skis.
Oh,
He cannot wear
I cannot
snow
do skis.
Well,
I
we'll make
never
you.
Really.
Hey, we'll make you
I've never
special
been able to do
skis.
skis.
But Mike,
What?
I have seen
Throw me
some
on
of
a
those
sled
that
and
are.
I'm good.
I've seen some of those that are made for snowboarding, but not for
Yeah.
snow skis.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
But
then
it's
we'll
still
you can maybe
snowboard
snowboard.
just for Mike.
I don't like snow because I can't see where I am walking. Number one, and number two, I do not have the balance for it. I don't.
Man,
I like the cold.
it's not bad. I mean, you can actually have a lot of fun in the snow.
Yeah.
Gotcha,
I mean,
Debbie.
it's not for everybody. I understand it's not
Yeah.
for everybody.
Not
but,
for everybody.
I mean, I will tell you because honestly, I would say that there would be. I mean, one of these days I will try to go to a ski resort because I wouldn't mind trying to learning to ski.
No, thank you.
Now, would I stay and live in the snow? No.
Nope.
That's why I moved from Michigan 25 years ago. This
Yeah.
year.
Let me ask you this question, Dave. Honestly, now,
Hey, Mary Carol, welcome in.
You grew up in Michigan, right?
Oh, Debbie needs the in-between weather.
I get that. Now, Dave. Okay. In all honesty, you used to go back and forth, right? Between Michigan and the Florida.
With my parents, we used to go to Michigan twice a year.
What made your mom decide to make the move down there?
Warm.
Move.
I bet it's
Actually,
warm.
it was
It's
Dad
because
wanted
it's
to
warm.
move. Yeah,
Right?
Two reasons. Dad wanted to make a move. No, actually, Mom didn't have nothing to do with it. She just agreed to move it. Two, Dad was getting. You got to remember there was 18 years difference between Mom and Dad.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So Mom was still well into when Dad was 60. Mom was still in her 40s.
I get it.
So Dad wanted to move where it was warmer, and two, it was a lot better for his health. So
interesting.
He would have loved to move to Virginia. So they now, and then there was my aunt and uncle that lived down here. That's my mom's sister. So obviously they made a joint thing, and they ended up moving.
Right.
Now, if I had known we were going to move that quick, I would have told them to get their butts over to St. Augustine. But
Yeah.
at that point in time, I was getting ready. At the time they were doing all that, I was getting ready to leave for Liberty University to live in Virginia for a semester.
Gotcha.
Because if I had been able to finish there, I'd still be living in Virginia today.
Yeah.
Right. But,
I'm doing good. I hope Reba, Adam, and Blake are doing good as well, Mary.
Different for everybody.
Andrew.
With the certain places are not for everyone.
Yeah.
Now, me, I love being in a city, but I also love going to Disney World. Figure, as well as Washington, D.C. I actually do love D.C. a lot.
Hey, Paul, welcome in, buddy.
Good evening, Paul Engel. Welcome in. How is Stephanie doing? How's she doing?
Hopefully she's taking notes so she can have more places to visit.
And
add to the long list of places to visit for
New York City, please. I'll be glad to show you everywhere.
Did it for a year. It's fine. It's a little bit too busy for my taste.
I get it.
Everyone ignored me. I'm not used to that.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah. I forgot.
Yeah. And it's very true if you think about it.
It is, believe me.
Everyone ignores you in New York City.
Yes.
Really, it's the perfect paradise. It's a perfect paradise for an introvert.
It actually is because they just,
especially in the big city.
Oh, yes, because good. Excellent. Please give her my hellos, please.
Yeah. Tell her and actually tell her we can throw some fireworks up because I know the school years are coming to an end. Most schools only have a few more days left.
That's true.
Our kids are done at the end of this week.
Wonderful. That's great.
Except I still got graduation, which is after teacher post planning, which is the most stupidest thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah.
Usually always before Memorial Day.
One thing, Dave, about this time of the year here in New Jersey, especially this the weekend, it is time for everybody to head to the shore for the summer.
Well, now, here's my question.
Weekend is always when everybody starts going down the shore.
This is what I'm going to throw out.
This
question is to chat and you and Richard. How do you decide where you want to go on vacation? Because some, like you, Mike, sometimes it's just a trip down to the shore.
Yeah.
But some people actually like to travel.
I get it. Days to the shore are fun.
I like to do both. So guess what I do? I do both.
You travel most of the year around, Richard. Really, that's that question can't really
around the world.
You travel all year round,
right?
Next year we have plans to on a vacation to go to London itself.
Oh, wonderful!
That will be fantastic. Guess what? Harry Potter. We're gonna go look at the Harry Potter experience.
Are you gonna be seeing certain people over there too?
Certain people, yes. Well,
just a second. Do you?
It's next year anyway, so it's gonna.
Yeah, I know, but
Yeah.
Are you?
Some people.
I will ask you later.
Yeah, well,
I'll attempt to try to visit with the Woods, hopefully, and then I know Dave. I know for sure that I'm gonna meet up with David and Ian.
Wonderful.
You don't get to see those guys that much.
Yes.
Oh my goodness!
My problem is I'm going westward.
I haven't watched them in a long time.
Yeah.
How are they doing?
They're doing good.
Good.
They just don't like to stream that much anymore.
I get it.
Yeah. They just kind of went away from the YouTube for a little while.
I understand that. I get it. Yeah.
It was to them. It was almost like repetitive. They were doing the same thing over and over and over and over again. I
totally understand that. Oh,
yeah.
By the way, Richard, when you go to London, because there's a certain YouTuber who I watch.
Now, Molly, you are never
Molly's
late.
here! Yay! Okay, we got to sing because she's here.
Hey, Molly, you are never late.
You are never late. Never, ever, ever.
Oh boy! I already know what's coming.
He's here.
Are you going to try to do it, Dave?
No, not tonight.
No, okay, not tonight.
No.
Okay.
If we were on, if we were on the other channel,
she's in here.
Small world. There you go.
If we're on the other channel, we would.
That was the 10-second version.
It's always good to see Molly in here.
Hello.
You know,
so good to see you, Molly. So good to see you.
It's always good to see. It's good to see everybody. I mean, because right now, this is a.
That's okay. That's
all right. It's okay. You know what? It's good to see you in here. We haven't seen you in a while. We were.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
We've been wondering where.
I was a little worried. Where are you?
And of course, the way my schedule has been, I've had to cancel a lot of shows in the last 2 weeks because I've been too tired.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I can't really say anything.
Me and Rich and again, it was pretty cool. We just did a chill hangout last night, which was just pretty cool.
Yep, that was fun.
I was just so zonked yesterday.
Now here's my question to the chat.
Sure.
It's becoming summer.
Oh my goodness.
Where is everybody's vacation? Has anybody got any vacations planned for the summer, and where are you going? Please put that in the chat. I know where those guys are going.
Do you?
I know you're going to end up down at Disney World. He's ending up who knows where.
No.
He's ending up all over the world. Richard's ending up all over the world.
I won't be in Disney World. I will be in Maryland.
Well, you can't really say that, Dave. I'm going
to New York.
I'm going to Disney World.
2 weeks from now, he's probably going to end up on Mars. He may take a space shuttle to Mars.
And then in November, I'm also going to the Eastern Caribbean.
Come on. I haven't been there in years.
I love this. I love this.
That's a good
Virginia
place.
Beach. I've always wanted to go to Virginia Beach, Yorktown, and
I haven't been there
those
in
are
a
beautiful
long time.
places.
But I've never been to the other two. I've always wanted to go to Baltimore. That's a good one.
Yes, a lot of people are, and exactly, a lot of people are going to Baltimore.
Yeah.
And of course, there is everybody's going to be going to Disney in December.
Unfortunately, I will not be able to do it.
Oh yeah, and in September I will be going to Disneyland, and then I'll be going to Marceline, hopefully.
Nice.
That sounds like fun.
I can't wait.
I know.
I'm going to the Walt Disney Museum in Marceline.
And you're going to the real Casey's, aren't you? If I remember correctly.
I love my Disney history.
Wonderful.
You can't go away from it, even away from Disney World.
Oh my gosh, it's gonna be amazing.
Yeah. I get to see the place that Main Street USA was based off of.
That's gonna be so awesome.
Yeah.
One of these days, I am going to Disneyland. I don't know when it's gonna be.
Yeah. I'm going to Disneyland. It's going to be in September, late August, early September.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I set it for the time of trying to get to D23 and then found out that too many people are trying to join in, so it's not worth to trying to wait 52 hours to try to get in.
You know what?
No, I'm not holding online. On that one. I'm not holding online for 52 hours.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you one bit, honestly.
Really? I talked to someone yesterday. 65 hours straight.
65 with zero.
That's
sleep?
more than a day. That's more than 2 days.
48.
That's almost 3 days.
That's like 3 days.
That is just
they were on the phone on hold for 3 days.
That's crazy.
I'm like, what the heck?
No, thank you.
That's
Molly.
You're losing people. You're losing
you're kind of feeling
people.
better. I mean,
I don't want to wait hold for that long. I'm sorry. I'm not going to know.
That's a little.
When did your flight take off?
I'm sorry, but that's a little No, thank you.
7:30.
Oh, okay.
Do
Okay.
it.
It's almost
8:30.
7:30.
Your time, 8:30.
Oh, that's
Okay.
right. I'm an hour ahead. Never mind.
Yep.
Yep.
8:30 our time. Yep, that would
Roughly.
be
Yep.
right. I forgot
Yep.
you're still in that Middle Eastern time. Yeah.
He's
Yep,
in
Chicago.
Central Time Zone.
Chicago Midway.
And then you'll be in Eastern Time Zone. Yay!
Yep. Oh, I'm in the Windy City. Good luck for me to try to flying out.
You'll
New
be
York,
fine.
I better put you on full warning. Get the police out. Get the military
Oh
out.
my
You're gonna have some crazy
Yep.
people out there.
Oh my God.
Oh,
You're
by the
silly.
way,
Hmm?
guess what this airline does? It serves
I have to
Starbucks
ask.
on the plane.
Wait a minute. What
On-
airline is this? I'm not kidding.
What,
What
On the
airline?
plane, it serves Starbucks.
Every
on,
single
say that.
drink on the menu?
No, just that one I just was on.
Well,
It's because they ran out of their regular stuff,
that's wonderful.
but they were just
See,
like,
they-
"Hey, let's just get a
Starbucks
bunch
on
of
the plane.
Starbucks stuff."
I would have gotten my
Starbucks roast.
Anyway, wait, what were we talking about?
Starbucks on a plane.
Yes.
It's a new
I would
movie,
get my
Dave.
usual order on the menu.
This new movie is probably
I
going to
want
be
to
with
ask
like
you this.
it has to be comedians. So I'm going to go with
which
Josh
flight
Gad,
Are you using? Which
Okay.
company are you using? Are you using Delta?
Dwayne the Rock Johnson, and Josh Gad. There you go.
Hey, Richard. So which company are you flying with? Delta,
Southwest.
American Airlines,
Southwest.
Southwest.
That's a
Yeah.
good one.
Yeah, Southwest. Actually,
That's a good one. I've
Southwest
never
is probably
used
one of
them.
your better. It is one of your
Because
cheaper
my
flights.
airport
Yeah.
doesn't have Southwest.
Unfortunately, American Airlines used to be pretty good, but they've now become one of the most
Not
expensive.
anymore.
Even Delta's not too bad. American Airlines
Alaska's
has probably
not bad,
become
but
the
that's
most,
mostly only Western states.
yeah.
Mhm.
What Delta? Delta flies to a few.
Delta does pretty good, but the Delta does not fly very well in the Western states.
United
It's the opposite.
is fine.
It's only Eastern.
United's fine because
United's fine. It's all over.
Yeah. Nice.
Nice, Abby. Yeah,
Mm.
Southwest is a pretty good company.
Yeah.
Mm.
I like
I've never
Southwest.
used them. I know that my friend uses them when she goes down.
Yeah, that's what I was talking to my sister earlier today. That
Oh.
I keep telling her. I said her and my sister need to get off their ducks and decide when we're going, so I can start looking for
Good idea.
packages, air prices, and all
Yeah.
that for next year.
I'll be seeing you guys. I'll be heading out so I can meet up with my sister again.
Have a good day, flight.
Have a good flight.
All right, everybody in chat say Richard's
Bye.
gonna be flying out
Bye-bye,
to New York.
everyone.
Bye.
Have a good flight,
Bye.
Richard.
Thank you.
Yeah. Have a good flight.
Yeah.
I'll keep heckling, Mike.
It's okay. It's fine. Oh.
But I am glad he is having a good flight. But
Oh, yeah.
man, I can't believe he had a thaw. See, here's the other thing about traveling too, especially
Layovers.
flying. It's the layovers. I don't know how he ended up with a 4-hour layover in Chicago.
Here, okay.
I mean, I've had.
I know why.
I've had an hour and a half. I've had a couple-hour layover, but
Dave,
I've never ever.
I know why. Oh, but the Chicago is a big hub. It is a big hub for both.
Right.
For
It's
both
a big
airports,
central hub,
there and
but
Midway.
I know bigger
It's a huge
airports
hub.
than. There's bigger airports than the Chicago airport, Midway.
O'Hare is the
They
biggest
don't have
one.
delays like that, except during bad weather. Even New York and that don't have delays like that at most times.
I don't know what my airport has.
Here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Now I understand. We know that during weather, bad weather, you're going to have delayed flights. There's no question. And you're going to have delay time, and you're going to have overlay. But I've never, on a normal flight, I've never seen anybody have a 4-hour layover. Never. in all my years of flying,
Unless
flying
you're
with
doing
people, I have
international.
never seen a 4-hour.
Nick and
layover.
Claire, but for you guys, what is the longest the delay you guys would have had to encounter? Now for me personally, straight through. No layovers, no nothing. I need a direct flight. I do not like layovers. They make me so nervous. No thank you. No thank you. No thank you. I like direct. Point A to point B and me looking on the map. That's fine with me.
Yes. Hello, NTS. Next time Mike flies, he needs a layover, an 8-hour layover. Thank you.
Oh my God. Yeah, I mean it. For me,
It just killed me.
Well,
now I will tell you.
Here's the other thing about layovers, Dave.
No, I've seen people
You're
have
not
both.
used to time difference. They'll like me.
And here's the thing:
I'm so
don't
used to
even have to have a time difference.
I'd be screwed.
You don't even have to be a time difference.
No.
The fact of it is, you had a 4-hour layover. That's in one spot.
Yeah.
Because now I haven't seen my sisters catch a 2 to 2.5 hour layover.
Yeah.
In fact, they were trying to.
They were trying to get to you, and they ended up in Atlanta.
They had to fly into Charlotte, North Carolina.
Why didn't they do Atlanta?
Then they grabbed a flight out of there to Gainesville, Florida.
Okay.
Because then they got onto a smaller plane and flew into the regional airport at Gainesville. But yeah, they have 2.5. But it just beats me on how people sometimes end up with those long.
But you figure, Dave. Now, when you do
now I will tell you, it depends on what
international. There are big, wide, the delays.
Yeah, I'm just talking domestic. I'm just talking domestic. I'm not even talking international. International is a whole different beast.
It is.
Flying international is a whole different beast.
Both coming in and going out.
Yeah, because you got to go through. Well, here's the thing: you got to go through the security going through.
Right.
International is beyond belief. Yeah, and not just security, but then you have to go through inspections.
You have to go through customs, some of them, and you have to declare stuff, and that can take a while.
Yep, that can take a while, especially with all those Spirit jersey people keep coming back with. I might need to. I might need to put in extra security in New Jersey for Spirit jerseys.
Lord, I wear them proudly, and I might be getting a new one soon.
I'm taking over the National Transportation Safety Board.
I would not mind the Spirit jersey of that. I mean, anybody who knows me knows I love Spirit jerseys.
I know you do, Mike.
But I'm very from the app.
Again, my thing is I just don't.
It's okay.
And here's my thing. I like wearing sweaters when I'm in when the days are cold. I like wearing. But I would rather wear a regular sweater than pay $90 when I can get me a hoodie for $50.
Yes, Dean, you would have to declare.
Yeah, you would have to declare your terms. I don't think Dean's flying international. I don't think Dean's going anywhere international. He would have to declare all his turkey legs.
He would. He would have to.
And then the fact of it is, they would put them all. They would put all your turkey legs. You would be putting.
Let him have them.
Well, no, they would put them all in the luggage department.
Okay, Dave. The Samuel just brought up a good point. The airport food versus the jet food. I never have a problem with that. Because I always get my Starbucks first.
Here's my problem with. Well, you can't because your jet. Well, now you can, and I know I pick on Starbucks, but yeah, you can get your. I can guarantee you can get your Starbucks in the airports. But you can't take it beyond security. Here's the thing: you can't take it beyond security going to.
Right.
You would have to get something once it's beyond security.
Yes.
And you know,
Well,
you're
that's
talking about airport food. Most of your airport food, they do have like pubs that you can get food, but most of the time you're going to have your fast food type restaurants in there. I mean, and I'm not saying Golden Arches, I'm not saying Burger King.
People are
But
desperate.
most of them have most of your airport food is going to be like Wendy's, McDonald's,
Burger King,
Taco Bell,
Burger King. Love Burger King. Do you know, Dave, that some airports actually have a Shake Shack? Like literally a Shake Shack, Chick-fil-A. I mean, it's like I've seen airports have pretty much everything. McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, everything.
Not all of them. It depends on how
Not
big
all
the
of it,
airport
but a good chunk.
Not all. Like Jacksonville, it's a medium-sized airport, but it's got two restaurants: a Burger King and another one. Like I think it's like a Chinese or some type of Asian food.
Gotcha.
But then it has its pub where you can get drinks and you can get some type of food there. So it's got 3 different types. But other than that, that's all Jacksonville has.
Right.
And I can't remember. I haven't put. I refuse to put foot into Orlando's airport anymore. Refuse. I will drive everywhere if I have to before I put foot in there.
I get it.
Airport.
Well, here's the thing about. Well, I know for now. Also, too, Dave, there are regional stuff like in the Philadelphia. They have
regional. That's what our Gainesville is. That's where my sisters fly into. They can actually get. Is it Delta? Not Delta. Which one do they? I think it might be Southwest that they get into regional, because they have the smaller jets.
Yeah.
That it's not the full 747s. It's the DC. I think it's like the DC 10s that fly in that are the smaller cargo, or not the cargo, but DC 10s are the smaller passenger jets.
Yeah.
And I think they fly Southwest into Gainesville, which is it's just a very small. It's a small regional airport, but it makes it a lot easier to get in and out quick. You don't have the delays on getting on the plane.
Let me ask you this question, Dave.
So sometimes thinking about traveling to a regional airport, it's something you want to keep in mind too.
You know what, Dave? Okay. With
like
in all seriousness.
Well, here's another thing. Sanford, which is east of Orlando, is a regional airport. It's smaller, but it does have a few of your major airplanes or air companies that fly in.
Can you get to Disney from there?
You would have to rent a car, or you take an Uber. But I would, in that place, you would probably have to rent it just depends on what kind, how you want to travel, where you're traveling to.
Right.
I mean, like if I was going to Daytona, if I was going to fly if I was going to Daytona, I would rather fly into Sanford, get a car rental because you're only about 30 minutes from Sanford.
Speaking of Sanford, Dave, you can also take the auto train from Virginia down to Sanford with your own car.
Not everybody's going to pay that kind of money, though, Mike. That costs
how much
money.
is it?
I couldn't tell you because I haven't really looked into it, but it's still going to pay a fortune. That would be like taking your car, because you can take your car on ships. If you're going if you're doing a transatlantic crossing, you can take your car, but again, it costs.
How much does that cost?
It costs a few $1,000s.
Really? How interesting.
A few $1,000s.
I heard of such a thing. I mean, about the auto train, yes, but now and
that would cost. Now it wouldn't cost as much. The auto train wouldn't cost like it would a transatlantic cruise, but it would cost you a few $100s for because you're talking an automobile. They still have
Let me ask you this question, Dave.
You're still talking. You're probably looking at
$300 to $500.
Depending on what you want to play it, and everybody's different. Some
Yeah.
people can afford it. Not everybody can afford it, but I
'Cause
would
I've always
say
wanted to do it.
$300 to $600. I'm bet
That's what I thought it
minimally,
was.
minimally,
Mm,
minimally.
okay.
I'm not quite
Because
sure but that would be my guess, and that's kind of keep it on the low side.
let me ask you this question, Dave. From Sanford, how long does it take to get to Disney World from there?
You're about 25 minutes from downtown Orlando.
Okay.
About 35 minutes.
That's not
Because
bad.
you got to remember, you're on the east side of Orlando, so you're a little bit further.
Mhm.
You're further east of Orlando, so you're talking about 25 to
So,
30-minute travel.
would you have to get on I-4 for that?
Yes. Yes.
I
You would have to
always
get on
wanted to be on I-4.
I-4 is the one that cuts across from Daytona
Right.
all the way over to
Okay.
Tampa.
Okay.
So yes,
I always wanted to do it.
you would
Now,
have to get across there.
let me ask you this question, Dave. How far is the Tampa airport from Disney World?
About an hour.
Saying.
About an hour.
How about Fort Lauderdale? 2?
No, longer. You're talking.
How long? 3?
It's almost probably about close to 4 because it takes about 5 hours to get to Miami. So,
okay.
and Fort Lauderdale is right on top of Miami.
Furious.
So
you know.
I'm to get from Orlando to Fort Lauderdale or Miami, you're talking 4 to 5 hours.
Okay.
Now but then you got to look at which way you're traveling,
right?
What the traffic is like, weather-wise, construction-wise. But I can tell you, because I can tell you, if for me to get from where I live to Miami, takes 7.5 to 8 hours.
8 hours? Just from going from one side of the street to the other.
Just to go from the north part of Florida to Miami takes me 7.5 to 8 hours.
Okay, Dave, speaking of that, in New Jersey, to get from the northern part all the way down to the Delaware Memorial Bridge, it actually takes 2.5 hours.
That's not bad.
Straight through on
that would be like driving. That would be like driving from here to Orlando for me.
Okay.
So because you got, but here's the thing, I'm not trying to pick on New Jersey, but you got to remember, New Jersey is a very small state. It is a very. You look at the New Jersey is a small state compared to Maryland, compared to Vermont. Compared to Delaware,
you are like
Delaware.
Delaware is half an hour.
New Jersey. New Jersey is the smallest state in the New England area. In fact, it's probably, I don't know if it's the smallest state.
It's not.
But it's one of the few smallest states.
We're in the Mid-Atlantic region. We're actually in the Mid-Atlantic because
compared to Delaware is still bigger than you. You
go from NN to Delaware straight through. You can like bypass it on the I-95 quick. You are like in and out of there quick. And then
look at your map.
The next thing you know, you are.
I'm talking land region wise.
Right,
New Jersey is
right.
I don't know if it's the smallest state, but it is one of the smallest states.
Yeah.
Because if you look at geographically, land wise, at all the states, you are one of the smallest.
Now to get from.
And I'm not talking travel-wise. I'm just talking
Philadelphia,
geographical land mass.
2 hours, that is it, to get from the Atlantic City over to the Philadelphia. And I know about 3 different ways to do it.
That goes to show you how small it is.
And that's with taking the
back road. And I would bet you most of your traveling time is in Pennsylvania getting to Philadelphia. I'm betting.
Actually, Dave, believe it or not, the most traffic is.
I'm not talking traveling. I'm talking just travel time wise.
Oh yeah.
I'm not talking. I'm talking most of your travel time wise.
I'm talking traffic
in Pennsylvania.
Right now.
When you're going from where you said to
Yeah.
getting to Philadelphia, I bet most of your travel time is in.
Oh
within
yes.
Pennsylvania.
Oh yes, because but the
You
bridges
actually,
get
you
back
actually
up.
are in a good state. You are. Put it to you this way:
Go.
for me to get to a beach, or get to St. Augustine, or get to Orlando, I'm all within an hour to 2 hours of a lot of things to do things. So you're geographically to get to Pennsylvania or Philadelphia from where you're at, and I don't know if that's where you're at or where you said. Let me put it where you said to travel from. That's about what your travel time is, which is not that bad.
For me,
unless the weather's bad, traffic is bad, construction,
30
taking into
minutes.
account of those. Those
well, here's the thing. To get from where I'm at, which is in North Jersey, to New York City. Now, I'm going to warn people right now. Tunnel traffic, both of them, are always backed up. No matter what time of day, getting in and out.
You want to hear something really crazy?
Oh, yeah, go for it.
Traveling from here to Orlando, it has taken me almost 3.5 to 4 hours at one time.
Because of traffic.
Here's how crazy the traffic is on I-75.
Wow.
It actually took me an hour and a half one time to get from north of Ocala to south of Ocala, which is still another 50, 60 miles from the turnpike.
How far is that from Daytona? Let me ask you that question.
Oh, that's that. You're still looking at another 3 hours to Daytona from Ocala.
Really?
When you get to Ocala and you get south of that, you're about an hour and a half from Orlando.
That's not bad.
Because from me to Ocala, it's about an hour.
That's not bad at all, really.
No, it isn't. It just depends on how bad the traffic. Because the one time, that hour and a half, it was just traffic. I thought it was an accident or construction, and as I was going through,
you want to talk?
Nothing. I finally had to get off. I finally got off at an Ocala exit.
That thing is always under construction all the time. It's really interesting because, when I go down and visit, my family, every time I go in the New Jersey Turnpike, construction every time.
You know what? Traffic is getting crazy everywhere.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh, yeah.
And people's attitude, they're driving, it's just getting out of hand logistically. And I don't care if you're in a small town to a big town. People's attitudes of driving is getting nuts.
People drive like crazy nowadays.
Yes, they do.
Even yesterday.
All right.
It was like, what in the world's wrong with people today?
I don't know. But we're going to take a short commercial break.
Yes.
And you had the links in the chat, guys. For you guys to know, I am a travel agent. And if you're looking to travel, let this company help you. This is the Cantrell Country Travelway. I'm the agent and owner, David Cantrell. If you're looking to travel through the U.S. national parks or maybe to the waterways from beaches to ocean cruises, let the Cantrell Country Travelway help you find your magical vacation. All right, welcome back, guys. If you are looking to travel, reach out to me. You can reach me through the Travel Leaders Agent profile, the link, or you can definitely check out. Thank you, Dean, for putting that in there.
Yes.
You can both links to my Facebook travel page and agent profile page are both in the description of it. Dean just put Dean just put the link into the profile page or chat room, and thank you for that, Dean. But if you are looking to travel, especially this summer, let the Cantrell Country Travelway help you find that magical vacation.
Absolutely.
Because you always need a vacation and you need the magic sometimes.
Absolutely. And also, too, with the sometimes, it is really good to just, to get away from stuff,
It is.
And just breathe for a little bit,
Yeah, because a lot of things that I was planning got turned upside down in the last couple of days. Because of answers that I've found out. And nothing I can do about it. I have to.
Right. But at least you got the answers you were looking for.
Well, and it also has to do with the trip that I was going to do on the 6th, which now I have to cancel because it has to do with certain things that I need, and I don't because
I get it.
Unless I start getting some sales pretty quick,
Anyways,
which is a whole different ball game. Well, but traveling and vacationing, especially this time of year, kids are getting ready to get out of school.
And that's great weather for it too.
You're getting ready to head to summer, so families are getting ready to travel. Whether
they are, they're starting to plan their vacations.
They're getting ready to take cruises.
Yep.
They're getting ready to travel to like Gatlinburg or national parks,
Jersey Shore, the Poconos,
Disneyland, Disney World, Hawaii,
World, Philadelphia, New York.
You're getting people that are ready to travel to Europe,
Hollywood,
cruises.
Oh yeah.
So whatever your agenda is or what you want to do, just make it happen.
Absolutely.
Plan for it. Sometimes, some things it takes planning. Like I said, I'm looking to go to Hawaii next year. So right now for me, I'm starting to plan and put money together so I can go to Hawaii next year.
Good. Speaking of that, Dave, are you also going to go to the Alani?
No.
Or not? No.
I don't know if I'll stop at Alani or not. For me, it's about discovering the islands and enjoying the culture. For me, this trip, I will eventually go back to Hawaii and do the Disney thing. Yeah. But for me, this is more about achieving, understanding the culture.
Absolutely.
How do I apply everything? Learning about things and how to apply it to my travel agency. So for me, it's kind of going to be a relaxed trip, explore something new, try something new that I can share to people.
Good.
And that, VIA, a Facebook travel page.
There you go.
Hopefully by then I have my website, posted on my, show videos on here on the travel shows. But it is about learning and discovering things.
Hi, Richard.
Yes, good evening, afternoon, and
hi.
Are you not on board? Are you not on your plane yet? Or are you still sitting? Or are you caught up in the plane on the taxiway waiting to taxi out?
Did you get another Starbucks?
and Mike's just imagining things. So, but no, this trip, it's now if I can get over to Alani, I won't say that I won't, Mike.
Right.
But that won't be Oh yeah,
I get it.
They may want to go. My sisters may want
See? I knew it. Dang, I'm good.
Don't encourage
good.
him, Richard. Do not
I'm
encourage
good.
him.
I knew it.
He encourages it too much. No,
I
but
love it.
my plan is to discover the islands and enjoy the sights,
Good. That's good.
videos for my travel channels and the channel and my, you know, by then I should have my website
Yeah.
and, you know, and be able to post things and,
Mhm.
you know, be able to start traveling to do things, to share things and exposure and kind of share the culture
Mhm.
things. You know, feeding Mike to the sharks or the volcanoes. We got to have a live. We got, you know, we have to have a live. We have to have a live sacrifice. So we'll throw you in a volcano.
I'm not dealing with that. No, thank you. Next. Next.
Yeah, you know I'm teasing you, Mike.
I know. But honestly, Dave, one of these days, I want to see you on the New York City subway with me. I'm not kidding.
Well, if I do, I'm going to be bringing all my I'm going to be bringing all my weapons and go. Okay, who wants to try something? You know, I won't last. Just kidding. Just kidding.
I know. But
no, those subways. Listen, I know those subways can get nuts. They can. I never doubted.
Nuts, let me tell you, I've seen things.
Listen, I know you guys have. Listen, I've heard so many stories about subways up there that it's beyond belief. Some good, some bad.
Intro, travel experience. See, I took Richard on a New York City bus that was full.
My only thing is,
we made it to our destination.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Mike.
Sure.
There are things I want to do in New York.
Of course. I'll take it.
Well, here's the thing. I don't know if I'll ever get to New York because it's.
I get it.
You know, you're a dear friend, care about you. Now, you know, but it's not out right now. I've got.
I get it.
Honestly, since I've become a travel agency, I've got. You know, I want to get to Australia. I want to get to Alaska. I want to get to Antarctica. I want to get to Hawaii. You know, you know, there's a lot.
I know.
Yeah, well, you know, I actually want to do some of the Mississippi River cruises, Samuel. They're actually a lot of good companies that are putting. Viking has actually put some good river cruises out now down on, and it just started last summer or this summer. They just started putting river cruises from Viking. They go between St. Louis down to where is that in Mississippi? Maybe it is Vicksburg, but then it goes from New Orleans up to somewhere else. They have like a couple itineraries, and it stops at certain points to see different historical sites and different visit certain things along the Mississippi River. I mean, to me, that's one of the big things I want to do because I've always wanted to travel down to Mississippi. Ever since I like Mark Twain. I've always loved Mark Twain's writing. So, and of course, I love Davy Crockett. So I've always loved Davy Crockett and the King of the River Pirates. You know, where he, in that movie, and so exploring the Mississippi. You know, and obviously I love the old steamboats with the old paddle wheels. And that's been one of the things that I always love. In fact, me and my folks did an hour and a half tour on the Chattanooga River doing that. And
oh, nice.
Yeah, they are actually. That because me and you talked about this before, Richard, that they just started the Mississippi last year, which is quite good.
Yeah. Do you want to go to New Orleans?
Been there, done that. Have no reason.
Okay. I'm just curious. Yeah.
The only thing that I liked about New Orleans was the ghost experience that we did. Otherwise, I've been to Bourbon Street. You know,
Okay.
I've been so
You've been everywhere.
I've been there, done that.
Okay.
So it's not to get to New Orleans, but to go to Vicksburg, to see some of the other things along, the Mississippi would be awesome.
Okay.
But you know,
Yeah.
but I mean, now here's my thing, because the first time we got to New Orleans, I was excited
Good.
because I had never been there, and it was, you know, I
Right.
always wanted to see Bourbon Street and all that.
Right.
But you know, I've been there once, done it. That would be like going to what's that place in not Savannah?
Atlanta.
No, maybe it is Savannah. Is it Savannah? Might be Savannah, Georgia. I don't know. Which is kind of like New Orleans as far as the historical thing and the ghostly things.
Yeah.
Not so much the bourbon. I mean, New Orleans is more for Bourbon Street and all of its,
Right.
you know, all the bars that are within so many
Right.
blocks. But Savannah has its historical. It's got its thing. I've been to Savannah, so
Right.
would I go to Savannah again? Probably not.
Gotcha.
Been there, done it. Not much to. I mean, unless now, see, I like that. That's interesting that it's going through from Portland to Tucson, Arizona, and going through the Grand Canyon. That would be awesome, Richard. But as far as doing Savannah or like New Orleans, I can think of plenty of other places. Now, if the riverboat stops in New Orleans, obviously I would have no problem with that.
Of
As
course.
long as I got to experience the rest of the Mississippi.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, and we talked about it, and talking about traveling ways.
Yeah.
We were, I'm getting ready to think about doing about Houston, and when Richard gets back, and I've already told him, we're going to wait to do this national park on the national parks, but I'm going to be talking about Houston on. So if you can be here Thursday, you're more than welcome. I don't know if Debbie Bernfeld's still in here. If she wants to join in, just come in and join
I'm
us.
going to see for Thursday. I might be able to do it.
You can't. But I plan on doing Houston. But I'm going to save the Alamo.
Nice.
Actually, so I won't be talking about the Alamo. Might mention it. I'll probably mention it, but I won't be talking about it. But we'll do that as a national park with Richard when he comes back.
Okay.
So because that one we'll do on the national park show. So.
Okay.
And because and that's what me and Richard talked about last night. And I mean, he's been there, done that. So I wanted to get his opinion on it. And,
of course. Now, that would be a great
Route 66.
Oh, yeah.
Then I can play the high song. Life is a highway, dee, 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 all night long. I love that song from college.
Wait a minute, Richard. If you do that,
what?
Go to Starbucks on Route 66 anywhere.
Only one problem. There's not much left on Route 66.
Really?
No. There's not much left. Even a lot of the small towns have become ghost towns.
Really? Oh, wow.
Only because you got to think about this. You now have Interstate 10.
Right.
That runs all the way from Jacksonville, and it runs all the way across the southern part of the United States through Texas.
You're right.
Through New Mexico and Arizona.
Yep.
And into California. See, okay, he says he thinks it passes through two big towns. So you might have two shots of the Starbucks. But the rest of it is you go through small towns. Wow. And then a lot of the small ones is Route 66? Route 66 actually passes through Las Vegas.
Ooh, that sounds like, oh my goodness.
It could though. It might.
Dave on a slot machine.
I would actually have to see because I don't know
Now-
exactly what the route of the toll. I've seen
Now,
parts of the route.
that would be great to see.
Okay,
Dave on a
Well,
slot machine.
that's interesting. That's interesting
Mhm.
because I do know it's in the corner of it. Okay, that would make sense.
Wow, that's
That would make sense. Because I know a lot of the towns that were on that was
Mhm.
because they were thriving and they were growing, but that was the
Right.
main travel hub before
Right.
the interstates got built.
Yep.
So that would be an interesting travel trip. Just
Mm.
traveling the whole highway of Route 66.
Oh yeah.
So, all right. Well, we've actually been going an hour and 6 minutes. Mike.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm ready for NFL football too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't want summer to go fast, but then same time, kind of maybe because we got a lot of work we have to do and get ready for school next year.
That's true. It's true.
Oh, that's easy to. The Mafia had a big influence on Las Vegas.
True.
Anybody knows about the Mafia knows.
And there are other places within the United States as well.
Yeah, it is, but they went to places that were big on gambling and
Yes.
and extortion and things like that.
Yeah.
And so that, I mean, think about Las Vegas being the Sin City.
True.
You know, they now, you know, they did influence some small towns, but
They did.
you know, I mean, have a good night, Samuel.
Good night.
Yeah, we're getting ready to wrap up. So
Yep.
I actually think it's been a good show, Mike. We did talk about a lot of different types of travel.
We did.
We said general vacation in general because it's being summer. It's fun. You know, nothing specific, but you know, and it was you know, glad Richard was able to come in because we talked about flying a little bit, so that was kind of transportation wise, and that
have a safe trip.
Some people like to fly, some like to drive,
and
we might talk about driving next week.
That would be good.
I will actually next couple of weeks.
Okay.
We might talk about the different traveling things over being that summer's coming along.
Absolutely.
So,
absolutely.
So, but it's been fun, guys. Glad y'all been here tonight. And it's been kind of corniness, craziness. You know, so, and it's all good. You know, whether you go to, you know, and I'll do this for Mike, whether you go from New York, which
from New York to LA.
Nope. Well, I wasn't going to say LA, but I was going to say more like Hawaii.
Well, that too. New York to Hawaii, Maine to Florida.
If I go to California, it's only for one reason, and that's to see anything to do with Disney or the military. Other than that, I'm staying out of California.
For me personally, I actually want to do, whenever I get to go to California, I want to do with the Disneyland. I want to do Hollywood.
I'm sure Pete's doing his. I don't know if you heard, Debbie. You're more than welcome to join us on Thursday if you want to come in and join me. Well, join me. Mike said he wasn't.
Yes. Well, I mean, I'm not sure yet, but I will let you know.
Right. Yeah. I was going to say, so you can either join me or join me and Mike if he's able to be here.
Absolutely.
You know, things do come up, and you know, I understand. But if he can be here, he'll probably be here, and we'll have a good time talking about Houston because we'll talk about dining.
Yep.
Different cultural types of foods and music and the influence on Houston, and kind of like Fort Lauderdale, except probably on a bigger scale than Fort Lauderdale. Okay, so yeah, we'll come on in and join us on the thing. So, and then be on the lookout, guys. I do know sometime over this weekend, and we may even do it on Saturday. Or no. We are probably going to do the National Park Show on Saturday, a special time. Remind me, or unless you want to set up the rest of the shows for the week, Mike, and then I'll go in and put the thing.
I want to double check them with you with it tomorrow. All right, before I send
more shows. Thursday night at 7, and
Okay.
that's the Cantrell Country
Yeah.
Travel.
Okay.
That's Cantrell Travelway
All right.
Traveling Adventures, and then we're going to do the National Park Show.
Okay.
On Monday or Saturday, so that we can do a special show on the Space Mountain where we will honor all those that are serving and have served and who gave their life on Monday. And I know Mike will join me for that one.
Yes, I will.
And which means because I want to work on special music, and
go ahead.
It'll probably be. I gotta see what I can put together.
Yeah, sure.
But all right, guys. Final thoughts, Mike.
Fantastic. Start your traveling, because it's gonna start. Hold on 1 second. I'll be right back.
And make sure you guys come. Make sure you guys travel for me. If you want to travel, come to the travel agent through me. I will help you make your magic and your traps and everything like that. So check out my links. And I'll keep you posted on the other things. So guys, I'm going to say with that, have a great night, and we'll see you on Thursday at 7 p.m.
Yep.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, guys.